Just like that. Boom, we're alive. We're alive, everybody. Hey, Peter Clark here, Red TV, in conversation, Red TV. Super pumped that you right there, you watching this right now, are joining us. We're so excited because we are streaming live. We're on everything.com. We're Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and Twitch and whatever, some other little things that the kids have on their iPhones today. We're also going live out on, for the first time, I believe, a 365 Give Facebook page. If you are one of those people, please throw a shout into the comments so that we know that we're out there and we're live and so on, because of course we have, look at that person over there. You know who that person is right now. We have so much to cover. We have so much to do. Normally I would have the giant introduction here, and here's what we're going to do. Founder of 365 Give and Do One Give, TEDx speaker, philanthropist, and hey, one cool super mom. That's what she is. That's all she is. She's just a cool super mom. Everybody, welcome. Jacqueline Way, how are you?
Hey, we are in the house, Peter. I'm so excited to be here with you. I love that intro. I was going in the background.
There's a little grooving going on. There's
it's good.
Stuff going on. Yeah, well, we're production around here. That's what we do. Hey, listen, good to see you. I was just saying, we literally just saw each other before you came on. It's always everyone probably thinks, oh, they're just hanging out and drinking wine, and then they come on the show. It's like, no.
Yeah. 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
30 seconds out, we're just jumping on everything. But hey, I just wanted to say, hey, you're looking great. So good to see you. Looking great.
Decided to shower for you this morning. It was a big day.
I felt the same way. I did the same thing. It's like no more COVID. Well, it looks like COVID here, but don't. First question always is, how are you and your family? Everyone safe? Everyone healthy? That's the most important thing right here.
You know what? Everybody is good and feeling super blessed right now. We happen to be in a hot spot in Vancouver right now. With the spread. So we are just hanging tight. You know what? I always say, as long as kids are going to school, it's a good day.
Right. We'll touch on that in a bit, because you're right. I mean, this 12 months plus has been hard on everybody, and especially the family unit and staying at home and all those kinds of things. So really, really stressful times for everybody. So listen, and I know you have a house full there happening, rock and rolling, and everybody just heads up. We're live, but you know what? We don't panic.
Hey, we're live. You hear kids in the background.
We don't panic about anything.
That would be my life. So.
You just run and do it. I can hold down the fort. It's all good. It's all good. I always want to start with this real quick. Everybody on LinkedIn, if you're watching us on LinkedIn Live, please reach out to Jacqueline Way at 365 Give. You're going to find out a lot more about this on LinkedIn and social media in general today and tomorrow, because today is the 20th, but technically we're over the date line to some people around the world. It is.
We are.
As
21st in Australia. They are in the future. It is Do One Give Day in Australia right now.
I always love doing shows from Australia, and I've done shows from Australia where they're into tomorrow. It's always like so I'm doing it. It's like it literally is. That's the beauty of technology.
It's the future. It is
bringing us all together, right? So I'm going to put that along the bottom here. Jacqueline Way 365give at gmail.com and 365give.ca. So if you want to reach out to Jacqueline, connect with her on LinkedIn, find out more about what 365 Give is. And because we didn't have any time to prep, I'm just going to tell you a little prep right now for you.
Just to go.
Listen, you're so much out there online. I mean, which I love, by the way. I love the fact that you're out there a lot online. And so your story is out there very well told. So for forgiveness' sake, I'm going to skip asking you to explain 365give.ca, the foundation. I'm just going to encourage everyone out there, go out and find the story. The story is out there. It's on the website specifically. Find out the amazing idea and the story and where it came from, the catalyst for, and so on. But today we're really going to focus a little bit more on Do One Give. Do One Give, because it's April 21st. Technically, it's 20th today. But anyway, stay with us on this 24-hour period. We're going to try to cover the globe in this. So we're going to talk about that specifically. So let's put things into context for April 21st. Talk a little bit about what is Do One Give.
What is Do One Give?
What is it?
Do One Give Day is a day where we ask the world to come together, do one small act of giving, whatever works for you. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be a donation of huge amounts of time. Obviously, we know volunteering is a little tough for a lot of people right now with COVID on. But we ask that you do one small act of giving so that we can start making our new normal a world that's filled with people that are giving back. And we also, I talk about this all the time, but you know, we're all so tired of the bad news. Honestly, we're all so tired of the bad news. And what we can do is that when we come together, we do one small act of giving, and you post it on social media. So whether that's Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you are. And for those of you on TikTok, and I'm not a dancer, so I'm not on TikTok, but any of them, Twitch, Snapchat, you name it. What it does is it starts to change the algorithms, literally, in the technological world, so that the news that's coming up in your feed is good news. Because, what we all know is that the same way we program our brains, our little computers on our head, the algorithms on all social media are all programmed, and you see what you watch and you see what you put out to the world. So if you start putting out the good in the world, you start putting out the positivity in the world, it's going to come back to you. So really our simple goal is to inspire people to do one small act of giving. It can be a positive message on social, can be a positive image. It can be a way that you're sharing how you give back in the world right now. That can be right in your community. It can be to your neighbor. It can be your family. I'll let you know right now, we have been giving every day because our neighbors actually have COVID and they're in full lockdown. So every day we're dropping something a little special to them to keep the kids entertained. I'm dropping Advil today for mom and dad, the whole deal. So it's just those small acts. And we saw this so much all over the world this time last year when we all went into full lockdown. People were standing out on their balconies playing music. People were doing what they could where they are and sharing it on social media. And so we're continuing that. Do One Give Day isn't new. This is our 4th year. But what we have done is we have inspired over 120,000 small acts of giving so far. And we just want to keep that on a roll, because what we know is that when you give, it increases your well-being, it increases your personal happiness, it boosts your immune system, and it reduces our stress. And really, that's what we all need right now. We need that big immune boost. We need to reduce our stress and our anxiety right now for our own mental well-being, for our personal well-being. We need a little purpose going on in our life right now. And that's what Do One Give Day will give to you. And then I always recommend, hop on board and start giving every day. And that's what 365 Give is all about. It's giving back every day. So we're all part of creating the better, happier world that honestly, we all want to live in.
Yeah, listen, I knew you'd be able to sum this up for me.
There you go. Sum it up. Okay, we're done. We can go now.
You did. You chatted about this once or twice. I could see you chatted about this once or twice. Exactly. So I'm going to throw it up there right there. Like you just covered it. The intention of it really is to just, I love what you just added there. I mean, I've heard you say it before, but it just resonated with me even more today, talking about the idea of changing the algorithm, changing the energy that's out there on the internet in general, in your social media feed, whether, again, you named them all, whether it's by the way, even in your LinkedIn feed, everything's an algorithm. So if you're clicking on people that are talking about a very specific subject, it'll probably show up a lot. If you're clicking on the people who are doing things as a force for good and using a platform for that, you'll probably see that as well. So I think you covered it super well with the intention there. Hey, before we jump any further though, I want to make sure we're including people here, because there's so many people.
I would love to
people are just yelling out, like they're yelling out Rhonda. Rhonda's listen.
Oh, Rhonda.
She is so Rhonda. Cool. Have you seen her posts about her family? Anyway, Rhonda, you are awesome.
Thank you, Rhonda, for being here.
And there is Maddie. Good to see Maddie in Calgary here.
Hey, Matt.
Peter Bollet. Good to see you. He's doing a kitchen renovation right now. I know that. I don't know how I know that, but I know that. So anyway, there we are. Let's see. Who's happy user? Someone's a happy user. It's probably my beautiful wife. Maybe it's my beautiful wife. I don't know that. She's somewhere.
LinkedIn user. I haven't seen that one before. That's interesting.
Well, yeah, they did. For some reason, for some reason, the streaming service doesn't see it. So it's all good. Hey, look at this. Look at Chef. I know Chef Sully.
Hey, Jill. Welcome to the house. So glad to have you here.
I got to get her on a show to talk about food.
You know what? You do. You know what? Food. And I'm going to give a big shout out to Chef Jill, because one of the ways that Jill has been giving back to the world for months now on social media is Jill started a campaign about sunrises and sunsets across the world on LinkedIn. And she has been posting. You could literally easily submit a beautiful sunset or sunrise in your own area. And she has been sharing these, not just once a day, but like 5 times a day. With everybody around the world. She's introduced us to so many people, but so many places around the world when we can't get out and fly right now. I would literally go running down my street to go take a picture of a sunset so I can send it into Jill, because she really, what she did, and it's just like giving, is she first of all made me intentional to go out and really look at the beauty in our world. And she'd make me pause, right? And intentionally just sit there in awe of the sunrise or sunset in my own area, and then share it. And really that's what giving is all about as well. It's taking that moment to be in the now. You know, we talk about this all the time. It's nothing new that's out there. But taking that moment to just be very present right where you are and intentionally give. And that's what Chef Jill did for so long for all of us. So I'm so grateful for what she did to give back on LinkedIn, because that one was really huge for me. And I told her the impact she made on me for that.
I appreciate that as well, because I'm a sunset sunrise guy as well. I love those things. When I was filming, anytime I'm traveling, I'm doing a video project, never go to bed without the sunset, and always get up early for the sunrise. Love that stuff. Let's throw around a couple more people. That was a great shout out, by the way.
Jacqueline, there he is.
Excited to be here. Look at this, Australia. Boom. In Australia, whoever. Hey, put if you want to tag
gift day. Yeah.
If you want to tag us with your name in brackets, please do, parentheses, so that we can see who this is and all that stuff. So we love that. Give small, give often. That's a great message right there.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. Oh, there's a shout out to Elaine. There we go. There's a shout out.
Oh, Elaine's in the house somewhere.
Maybe she's the LinkedIn user. Maybe that's
she might be. Okay. And we can't see her.
Look at this rock star.
Michael Ray. Okay. Can I tell the Michael Ray story just for a minute? I know he's been on your show. But you know what? Michael Ray is such a great example. If you don't know Michael, you can follow him on Facebook. You can follow him on Instagram. You can follow him. He is the epitome of Do One Give Day. Yep. And Michael and his beautiful daughter, Maddie, they have a project called the Smile Project. And it started because Maddie has a neural difference and she's nonverbal. And so the way that she communicates, honestly, is through her smiling. She lights up the world with her smile. And so what Michael and Maddie started doing was going out and giving smiles. So they have traveled, and they have been traveling across the country in the US right now. And that's what they do. They go out and they give smiles. And honestly, they give money to people that just need a little lift in their day. So they did a big feature on restaurant workers over the Christmas holidays. Yes. But he's been taking those nominations. And so Michael's whole philosophy is that, you know what, not every day is great, and not every day is good. But what you can do is you can bring a smile to someone else. You can increase happiness. You can give love every day. And that's what they do through their Smile Project. And it's such a great example that, you know, if you have nothing else to give in your life, we all have a smile. So take that time. It was one of the Do One Give Day suggestions that we got. And a woman in a post had suggested, and what she does every morning is when she's out for her morning 8-mile power walk, she smiles at every single person that she passes. And smiles are contagious. They get your endorphins going, and they start making you feel happy. So if you can do nothing but give a smile, post your smile on social media and share it with others, that's a Do One Give right there. It's really that simple. So Michael, thank you for being here, my friend.
He's a rock star. I'm telling you right now.
Is.
And of course he wants to clone you. So that's a good thing. I love it. It's all good. Let's throw up a couple more here. And happy birthday, Maddie Moo. Maddie Moo's her birthday is on Friday, the 23rd, by the way, just to throw
it's coming up. Well, if there's somebody that's made an impact in the world, it is that fabulous woman, let me tell you. And did we see Chantelle Trudeau up there? Oh, that right there. Yeah, I'd have to share a story about Chantelle. So Chantelle is now a retired school teacher and principal of a school. And it was actually Chantelle's school that was the very first school to ever start the 365 Give Challenge in her schools, because of Chantelle, who is now also the chair of our board of directors for 365 Give, because we are a registered charity. It was Chantelle's school that actually put the 365 Give Challenge on the map. 365 Give, we do have a school program. It's now in 400 schools globally, and it's thanks to Chantelle that this was tested as a pilot and has now spread all over the world. So thank you, Chantelle, for your commitment to 365 Give and for all you do. Couldn't do it without you, my friend.
There you go. Great shout out again. You know what? It is blowing up here with the comments. I just want to because I got so much to cover with you yet. But what we could do? We could just do
We're covering it right now. This is how you do one give. You know,
this,
you can
this is the Do One Give. Absolutely.
It is. You know what? Shout out your friends. Make a post about somebody you really care about, or a person that's doing really great things in the world, because the world is made up of so many amazing superheroes that we don't hear about. And I always say this, it's not just the big organizations in the world that are doing things, but it's every individual. It's those little people and the smaller grassroots organizations that are out there creating great change in our world. And the more that we can shut those people out, I encourage it, because they're the people that need the support. They don't get the big dollars to do the work that is so important.
Absolutely. And there. So guys, Michael Ray, hats off to Michael Ray. And of course, a big wow from, this crowd is incredible. Maddie, you're absolutely right. We got a good crowd in the house today. Okay. We got so much to cover with you. I love you. Listen, you know what I like about you is that unfortunately we are probably, related somehow, some way.
I'm sure of it. Past life, my friend, past life. No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. When I say unfortunately, it's just because we were separated somewhere at birth somewhere, because, that's what I love doing too. Anyway, someone the other day was giving me a lot of heck for the fact that I never share my own stories and talk about my own stories.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about other people like you. You always want to say, look at this person, look what they're doing. That's what I want to do. I just want to use what we do as a force for good. So I love doing that. And so the intention that we were talking about that, what's interesting about this week, Jacqueline, I don't know if you know this or not. You probably do, but in Canada here, it's actually National Volunteer Week. Did you know that?
It is. I did know that.
And
it's Earth Day. It's Earth
right.
Week. It's actually Earth Month, but it's Earth Week as well, and specifically Earth Day,
right.
The day after Do One Give Day. So we've actually been so encouraging people to go out and do what you can to give to the planet, because giving isn't just for people. You can give to animals, and you can give to our planet as well. So one small beach cleanup, one neighborhood cleanup, recycling, cutting down your water usage, go straw free. These are all small ways that you can inspire other people for Do One Give Day as well. And National Volunteer Week is the perfect tie-in to what we do.
Perfect example of that. Again, there's just under 13 million Canadians, by the way. There's about 36 million of us over here. But this is just a little microcosm of the world. I'm sure that the stats are probably pretty same around the world, but generally speaking, but we have over close to 13 million people who give more than 2 billion hours of volunteer time and so on. What I love about their theme, it's very similar to a theme they did in 2001. So 20 years later, they thought it was very applicable because of the last 12 months plus and so on. I want to talk about this because we've talked about it before, because there's people out there that think, I'm just one person. What am I going to do? People like Jacqueline Way, she has a community and she has social currency and she has a movement. I'm just this one guy or person, this girl, guy, whatever, young person. What can I do? But I love their motto, the value of one, the power of many. So Jacqueline, talk to that person right now, that one person who's going, I'd like to get involved in what would a picture of me posting on your site do? What can they do?
Absolutely. I think everybody needs to remember how everybody gets started. Whether you decide, I never planned to have a charitable organization when I started 365 Give. It was just me and my son giving every day, and same with all of us, with Michael, who I just talked about with the Smell Project, it was the same thing. It actually is the individual that makes the difference, because every time you inspire one more person, and science and research just tells you this. So in case you don't know this, when you inspire one other person to give, it actually ripples to 3 degrees of separation. Okay, so not only have you inspired one person with your action, but you've now inspired 3, because you've inspired one person, they will inspire another person, and that's the ripple effect. So you need to understand that when I tell people, you're your own influence. It's how we started. I literally started with a blog 10 years ago with my 3-year-old kid. And our hope was always to inspire one more person. It is still our hope today to inspire one more person in the world to give. That hasn't changed for us at all, because we know that it's not about just one person, but it's that one person plus the ripple that's created with our actions. And if we all just stand back and say, well, if I recycle, it's not going to make any difference. Well, it is. If you pick up garbage, it is going to make a difference, because the garbage you picked up doesn't go into the ocean, which doesn't go into the food that we eat. Right. So it does make a difference to the entire ecosystem of our world when we all participate. And when we all step into that belief, we understand that belief and the impact that we can make individually, which is part of the collective whole. That's when the world actually starts to change at a global scale. We talk about the United Nations SDGs and all of the the massive problems that we all look like, stopping hunger, stopping poverty, those all seem so large, and we go, oh my God, how can I possibly participate in that? But what research also tells us is that happier people give more. It just works that way. The same way that when you give, you get happier. So when we take care of ourselves as individuals, we're happier. That spreads to other people. The happier our world is individually, because right now, literally over 1 billion people are suffering from stress and anxiety, and related mental health disorders, that when you start focusing on yourself and you start filling yourself, we always say when you fill your cup, you've got lots to overflow to others. It's then we can really tackle some of the biggest problems in our world. But we all have to start small, and then we start to really create the change. But just know that when you do it yourself, you're now creating purpose and meaning for yourself. You're leaving that footprint on the planet, and you've left it better than when you came.
Absolutely. Couldn't say it better. That's why I have you here. You just rock and roll that stuff. Hey, I'm going to throw it. There was a video that was made by a really good friend of yours, a really talented young gentleman. I'm going to play that video so that people can get an idea of what we're talking about here. How about that? I'm going to throw that up.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, let's have a quick peek at that. And this will give everybody watching real quickly just an idea and indication of what people are doing and the intention behind it and the power behind it and so on. So let's just jump to that video right now and we'll come back and chat about this. It's a really short video, everybody. Cheers.
What if I told you that you could change the world? And all it takes is 1 minute and a phone.
I promise.
I promise.
We promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
Hello, everybody.
I promise to do
I
one
promise
gift
to do
from
one
Iceland.
gift
And I
from
promise to
Puerto
do
Rico.
one gift from Mexico.
What if we could change the headlines for one day?
To replace negativity with positivity, fear with hope, and sadness with happiness.
And remind ourselves just how much good is still out there.
What if we use social media to join together, put our differences aside, to make the world a better, happier place?
Anyone can do it. We all have smartphones.
Take a picture, write a story.
Make a video.
I'm asking you to promise to do one gift, one act of kindness, and share it on social media.
Just imagine how many people could see that and how many lives it could change.
Being inspired. Imagine the ripple effect it could create.
Are you in? And to the people, the organizations, and the brands that use social media to do really good things, will you join us?
Come on. I know. Incredible. Ian's story is so amazing. So, and this is actually the perfect story that we were just talking about how can one person make a difference. Ian saw my TED Talk. He lived in Bali when he made this. He saw my TED Talk. He reached out to me, instant connection. He said, how can I volunteer? How can I help you guys? He said, I'm a video creator and I really want to do the 365 Give challenge every day and share it on my Instagram. Fantastic. So Ian did in Bali, so a little tiny place in Bali, he did something to give back to the world every day for 30 days. You can go follow his Instagram on, it's at @IanEllis5 on Instagram. All of his stories are there. It's pretty incredible. And so I asked him, he's obviously a great video creator. And I asked him if he would help us create the video for Do One Give Day. And, it literally speaks to what we do. It's really that simple, but what Ian did with his skills, his expertise, and his influence. So, he wasn't trying to change the world. He changed Bali in so many ways. He went and he taught English at a little school, on his birthday. He went out and gave birthday cake out to people on the street. He fed and gave all the street animals water, and he just recorded it and he shared these videos and stories all along his 30 days of giving that he did. And I can't tell you how far that spread. That video has had hundreds of thousands of views. And that was made by him, from his heart, and amazing. It tells it exactly the way it is. So that's how one person can have an impact on the world, by going out and doing small things, using your skills that make a difference in the world. He didn't donate any money. It was just his time, and he got so much out of it, which was the best part. He would just call me so excited from Bali to say, "Oh my God, guess what I did today?" You know, and it changed him. It changed Ian. It was amazing to watch.
He did an amazing job. I'm just throwing up a couple comments about the video there and all that kind of stuff. I mean, seriously, I thought it was a fantastic video. And what I love seeing is just everyone in the background. All the things, you have Dubai in the background, and you got different countries all over the world, right? So you have people from all over the world that were participating and so on in it. So that just gives you an idea of what kind of global reach we're talking about here.
Yeah.
What we're going to do here. Hey, I'm going to throw up a couple more here because I got a couple great questions that I still need answered from you, just because I love chatting with you, and we never have enough time. We got to do one of those.
One of these days.
It's like 3 hours long over 2 bottles of wine and just talk.
No, we just need to get together in person one day. That would be good.
Right.
We do live in the same country. Yeah.
No.
Yes, that was the best part. Our borders got closed down today. No more traveling between provinces. I can't even leave my neighborhood anymore.
Right?
Yeah.
So there you go. Look, changing hearts, changing the algorithm. That's fantastic. I apologize, everyone. I'm just really trying to throw up a couple ones here to give a good feel for. We're going to go through them all afterwards, and I'll definitely get back to everybody. But just want to do that. Look at that. Just lots of cool things. Yes, we have a team going out Thursday picking up.
I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can see these.
So she's going to pick up trash in parks on Thursday with.
Oh, amazing! I love that.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, Rhonda.
So how do you beat that? How do you beat that? Happy volunteering for you guys. Empower the future, educating high school students.
Yeah. So Raghu, he lives in India, and he's been volunteering with us for the past 2 months now. Just an amazing supporter of 365 Give, and has been such a help. And he's actually on his way he's applied to become a student. So he wants to move from India to Canada. I am putting that energy out to the world. Awesome. And we're hoping he's going to be moving to Toronto in the fall or January of next year.
Fantastic. Well, I hope that comes true. Love that. And I'm just going to do a couple more here. They have grads. Look.
Yeah, hey. Rhonda, there's Jared.
Good to see. Good to see. Good to have you here as well. Let me ask you something here. Your journey is fantastic. Again, I'm asking everybody to go out to 365 Give and learn a little bit more about, your story. I'm going to show where they can connect with you here on LinkedIn, of course, and they can connect with you here. Your journey is fantastic, to say the very least. I wonder if you can think about the last 10 years or so. Think about the last decade. What are you most proud of?
But yeah, sure, I'll try.
What are you most proud of? What are you most proud of your journey so far?
That's a good question. What am I so proud of? It was interesting this morning, and I shared this with somebody this morning on LinkedIn, friend Georgina Playlist. And I think it's not even most proud. I think what I love the most is the people that I've had the opportunity to meet from all over the world. We say this on LinkedIn, but you can really say this on any platform. You can create family with people virtually. And especially right now during COVID, the opportunity that I have had to have such remarkable conversations with people from all over the globe has been my greatest gift. For me to wake up some mornings, there's a school, a grade 4 class in Brazil right now. And every day they are posting on Instagram. They're all in lockdown, COVID at home. But these kids, little kids, are posting their ways to give on their school's Instagram handle. And to wake up and see that is so special. And then I was able to get on a Zoom call with them, the whole class, on Monday morning, and to have a conversation with these children is the most remarkable gift for me, to be able to have just real conversations with people and to be connected so closely to people all over the world, because you share a common humanity. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter the sex. It doesn't matter the age, nothing. But what I realize is that's probably the greatest gift of what I do, is that I see the commonality in humanity. I don't see the difference. And the gift that giving has given me is being able to see that beauty in all people, because there is no difference. That's when you see there is no difference between anybody in the world. It doesn't matter if your religion, you say God or Allah or whatever it is, they all preach the same thing. And that is be giving to the world around you. And so that's what I love the most, is that I get to see all sides of everyone, but I get to see the best in everyone. And that's,
lots of people.
I get to see the best in humanity. Rob Howe said that this morning, you know, you get to see the best in humanity.
Oh, speaking of these amazing people that you love so much, you know what I love about technology, and what I love about what we're doing right now, you and I, we spend a lot of time chatting with each other. We're offline, online, we do all these things. But like you said, you're following certain people that are in your world. They inspire you to be better, and technology allows you to bring people together like you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe.
Hey.
Oh, how did that happen, Rob?
Hey, show me that smile.
How does that work?
Show me that smile. Show me that smile.
Michael.
Hey, blow my kiss.
Maddie. Oh my God. Okay, how does that divine timing work? Like, whoever's watching right now, not only do I mention one, but both of you. Like, how does that work?
What a beautiful intro, dude.
I gave you that. Oh my God. Okay, this is when I say you change the energy and you're connected through the energy of world. Like, how does that happen?
Right.
This is the best Do One Give present ever. Peter, you just gave me my Do One Give Day gift. Thank you.
Oh, you're super welcome. Well, listen, you guys, your presence just makes me feel better. I mean,
oh my God, I just so love that.
Part of this. And gosh, it's so good to see you guys join us here. Jacqueline 𝗿, of course, we're fans of Jacqueline 𝗿, and we're fans of Do One Give. But Michael, you just heard, Jacqueline talk about you. That wasn't none of this is prepped. I mean, we can
no
idea. No idea.
And then of course, Rob, she just literally said,
last thing I said
about Rob just a minute ago, and so I wanted to bring these two guys on just simply because I love what you guys do. Anyway, you know that I'm a fan. Anyway, I just thought this made a lot of sense, Jacqueline. Great with technology.
It doesn't get any better than this. You know, if I can tell you, you know, and I know I've talked about Michael, but I have to talk about Rob Howe for a minute. And you know what? I have to, and I'll tell you, because it's the same as the video that you showed that Ian Ellis did. Rob Howe is the exact same thing. You know, he reached out to me on LinkedIn a number of years ago, and he had seen my TED Talk, the Power TED, thank God. And he reached out to me just to say, you know, love what you're doing. Okay, this is like my first Do One Give Day that I've ever put out there. This man was the champion. Every social channel, him and his family, they actually made a song. Yeah. It's the 365 Give song. It's called Give Love. I have never in my life had a champion more of the work that I do, because he represents all of it. Like, him and his family, they are Do One Give. They're 365 Give every day in their lives. Rob Howe and I were connected like 20 lifetimes ago. I think we just keep coming back here together every lifetime. We can read. This is the fun part. We can read each other's minds. That's why I talked about him before he popped up.
That's so true.
But so he's done so much. You know, he's worked with children. He's taught sports. He teaches mindset. Like, all the work he does in the world is, again, how one human being can have such an impact on others. When you come up on social, you speak your truth, you inspire others. That's Rob Howe in a nutshell right there.
Absolutely. Rob Howe, listen to that. All that.
Beautiful man.
A great lead in. Rob, I wanted to bring you on really specifically to, Jacqueline just said it. So what she just said, ditto, just so you know, ditto. Rob, what does it mean for you about this? Because again, for anyone who wants to follow Rob, please go to his LinkedIn profile, and of course on the social media and so on. I got some of the contact information on the bottom there. But I really want to focus in on the Do One Give. What does it mean to you to be that one person that we can look to that's actually making a difference? Because we always want to talk to that one person who feels, you know what, I can't make a difference. I'm so tiny, I'm so small, I'm so insignificant. What would you talk to that person about, how one person can make a difference? Talk about that.
Yeah. The beautiful subject right there. The one person, that one unique creature. So this person, whoever you are, you're so unique that the hair follicles on your head have never been created, and there'll never be another hair follicle like yours. You are so unique. There will never, ever, ever be a species like you ever. So what you bring to this planet, to this experience, is unique and genuine. If you embrace that and know that, you'll never get lost outside. It's okay to have models to follow, but those are just models to follow. You are unique. So go all in on you and investigate that uniqueness, and let's see what happens.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, one of the things that I know that you do so well is that you talk to your family, you have your family involved, and you make sure that people understand that there's a much bigger picture than just either one of us. I mean, it's all about community and family and so on. And Michael, you know how I feel about you, brother. So I'm not going to get into that, because then I'll have to cut some onions, and I'm not going there. I'm not going there with you today. But
Me too,
Look at
man.
that smile. See, look at Maddie's smile. That's
That is
all
so
we
sweet.
need.
Right.
That's all we need.
And Maddie Moon, this is the first
Maddie.
time I get a chance to meet Maddie Moon live.
Maddie Moon.
We love it. There she is.
There she
Maddie
is.
Moon.
So
This is my
Michael-
first time with Maddie live too, so I'm so excited.
Oh, is it? Okay, I see
Yeah.
I
it.
thought it was, so I was
Oh
excited.
my God,
Yeah.
Maddie, you just made my day. Look at that. I love it.
So Michael, talk to us a little bit, about, the impact that you've had as one person, and that person right next to you there is obviously another one of those people that are special in the world, that just, again, that one person is imprinting such a large footprint on people's hearts. Talk about the power of one, and why you love to do what you do with this Do One Give.
It's an overwhelming sensation. I privately tell her she was my one that started me, in which she saved my life. I found value in my life through my daughter who can't talk. And then I find such insane joy in giving unconditionally. And I always go back, yeah, we give smiles, we do kind things, but ultimately what we give, and what we're all really preaching here, is we give love. And I think
Amen.
that at its core is what goes back to Maddie, is that the level of unconditional love this girl has, it's nothing but love. So when you can find that place in your life, you can find such insane happiness and joy with less. It's kind of like Mother Teresa. She had nothing, and I'm reading something every day from her, and she's continually talking about that, and how grateful and loving and insanely happy some of the most poorest people on this planet that ever lived. So giving is love. We just do that through trying to make people feel amazing. And Rob talked about how unique we are. And a lot of times when I do my videos, that's a question I ask people, and it puts them on the spot, because I believe in self-love and everyone finding that place that we are so unique and amazing if we get outside of our head.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Super well said.
And I think everybody would say this here, that giving gets you outside of your head. And that's the best part, is it that little monkey mind that we all have going on all the time. Giving gets you out of your head and leading from your heart.
Yes.
And that's the gift. That's what brings us happiness, because then you start replaying those moments in your head when you've gone out to give, and it's given something, whether it's, like I said, to another, to an animal, to the planet. And you can go back and replay those stories in your head, and then you can always connect to the happiness and the love that you've put out to the world. And that's how it changes. That's what all three of us, all four of us actually, for that matter, talk about, is it gets you out of your head, puts you in the now moment. When you watch Michael's stories, I mean, you want to be in the now, just watch one of his videos, and it brings you right into the moment. And it's like your troubles just go away. It's like, it's so easy.
Absolutely. Jacqueline, I want to ask you, while we have the four of us together here, but these two gentlemen and yourself, like I said, for me, listen, you guys have, I'll just share it with you really quick, one liner here. You have no idea how this makes me feel. You have no idea. I have a very limited vocabulary, so I can't put it into words. So I don't try to describe how I feel right now to see you guys, but it makes me feel hopeful. It makes me feel hopeful, and it keeps me moving forward, because it's been tough. I think the world is just, it's an interesting place right now. It's certainly has always been an interesting place, but I'd like to ask you, while the three of you are here, because I think it's a message that's really impactful for people that are watching, listening, and of course this lives on. This is what I love about technology. We can use these messages for the future as well. So Jacqueline, what keeps you hopeful and optimistic these days?
I see the world through a different lens. I think my perspective is different in regards to how I view the world. I always try and see the world through the lens of good. I'm not saying there aren't bad things that are going on in our world by any means, or trying to shut them out. We all have to watch the news occasionally. But I see the good. My streams from my YouTube to my LinkedIn to all of my algorithms are programmed. So the only thing that comes up in my feed are the good things in the world. And it's that simple. So I get to see, whether it's individuals, it's organizations like Bright Vibes, that all they do is create positive, hopeful videos about what's going on in the world. That's what I see, and that's what I choose to see. So I always see the hope, and I see actually even beyond hope. I see the love, I see the happiness that goes on. It's happening. It's unfortunately just not on CNN. They don't do that because it doesn't sell. And we have to remember that. So what sells is bad news, not good news. But you could easily at any given time in your day go out and see good happening in the world. You just have to choose to see it. So that's what I would encourage people to see. What glasses are you putting on? I'm not saying that life is always good. My life is not perfect. I could tell you lots of things that aren't perfect in my life. But I can wake up in the morning and just say, thank you for the day. Thank you for another breath. Thank you for my garden, whatever it is. I can go out. I mean, I woke up this morning, I got up at like 4:30 in the morning. I get to hear the first bird sing of the day. Sure. There's beauty in that, right? So we all get to choose the glasses that we look through life. And so I always choose to see, and I try to see even beyond hope. Hope to me is just one step up. You need to see the good, and you need to see the beauty of our world. And when you can go from hope to happiness and love, that's your next step, is beyond the hope. Hope is just a dream. Hope is a wish.
Yeah, I love that. Michael, I mean, anytime I see what you do, Michael, anytime I see Maddie Moo, I mean, I still can't get over. She's right there. She's like a rock star.
She's right there.
She's like a rock star.
Rock star.
Oh, give me yeah.
I mean, that just makes me, I can't, my face is hurting right now. I can't stand it. It's so, Michael, but you bring so much joy to people's lives. Again, one smile at a time. What keeps you hopeful and optimistic these days?
This right here.
Us.
Us.
That beautiful face.
Us. Yes, Maddie, but us. It's people like us.
That's big.
That want to create the change we want to see in the world.
Come on.
It's
Amen.
us. It's us. And it's not singular, because there's so many other beautiful people that we all have in our lives that are doing it too.
Yeah.
It's us. That's what's beyond hope. That's why we remain positive. It's us. It's that simple. We don't need to complicate it. Yeah. It's Peter, it's you having a platform to share what we do. All the beautiful people that you bring into your world. And it's Rob and Jacqueline and all of us that continue to do the work because we feel such joy from it. That's where the hope is.
That's an amazing message. Yeah. And again, one thing I'll just emphasize with that before I appreciate that comment about bringing people together. That's my only purpose.
It is. We need people like you, beautiful people like you that support us. Yes.
I appreciate that.
Because we can't do this. I can't do this like live stream, StreamYard, every platform. Like, this is beyond my talent, but it's your talent that you use, that you're giving back, that we can't do. So, this literally is your do and give. This is where you're giving back to the world. I don't care if only one person is watching, Peter. Makes no difference to me. If one person is watching, we've touched one person, and that's all we need to do.
Yes.
100%. I super appreciate you guys' comments on that. Again, it's just that, Michael, I wanted to say the idea of the intention. I love intention. I'm very that's one of my strongest words and powerful words that I have in my own life. But people still have to do. And what I like about what you're doing, my friend, you go out and do. You walk your talk, brother. And man, when you see someone walking their talk, it just makes us all feel bigger and better human beings. So I appreciate you doing out those things.
Made me cry, brother. There you go again.
I'm not doing it. Rob, my fine friend, you as well. I mean, again, you and your family have been obviously using this platform for a force for good. Not just again LinkedIn. We've met through LinkedIn, but on other platforms as well. You use your voice, you use your music, as Jacqueline just talked about, and so on. But of course, we're all human beings, and there's ups and downs over the last 12 months plus, and going into the future. So what keeps you hopeful and optimistic these days?
Man, Mike hit it, man. It is us. It, like, you look outside and you can see whatever you're really looking for, And so, like Jacqueline said, there's stuff going on. Trust me, it hasn't been sunshine and rainbows these last 18 months, okay? But people on LinkedIn will call me a very positive guy. And on the inside, wasn't that much positivity happening. But what I realized is that what I'm thinking about determines my actions. I always knew that, but I really got a chance to put that into practice. And so I know that whatever we think about matters. It literally becomes matter in our brain. You can take a microscope and see it. A thought becomes matter. So I realized that it really is what I'm thinking about. And as you talked about, Jacqueline, the algorithm that will begin to create the algorithm of the things I want around me. I know that. So when I was going through it, I was still had hope and love in my heart. So eventually all the things that were challenging me, instead of feeling like I was buried, I started feeling like I was planted. Same seed, same situation, but now now all these things are happening for me. So the reason why I believe humanity has a chance, okay, is because of us. And because I know that love is the most powerful force. And when you get enough people connected, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop it. The reason why all this crazy stuff went on hundreds of years ago, we didn't have the internet. You can't get away with stuff now. You get away with a little bit, but very, very little bit. Now everything's open. Are you a good person? We know all the people who are doing what they're doing because it's starting to come out. So moving forward, as we're coming together in this thing called the mindfulness era, it's the mindfulness era where people are the most awake. And this is also the information age where the most information is available. So now you get the right people in the right era with the right information at the right time. We're going the right way. Can I get an amen? I feel like
amen. Amen.
Yeah,
did you write that down? We got
that recorded somewhere.
Yeah.
We got that recorded somewhere. Don't you?
Hallelujah.
We got that recorded.
I see you up in the pulpit, my brother.
Oh yeah.
No, I listen, again, the messaging is so powerful, and again, not to be lost in the joy of it is absolutely right. I love what you just said about being buried versus planted. What right there alone. If people can resonate with that, with your thoughts and your actions, one little action gets planted, not buried. It doesn't get lost in the noise. It's just kind of like what we're doing today, Jacqueline, for the Do One Give. Someone might be thinking, if I post one video, what difference does it make? What picture would make a difference? Well, it does make a difference because you just planted something in the world. So I absolutely love that. Listen, for anybody out there right now who follows all of these unbelievable people right here, look at these people, not these three, not me, these three. You want to take a screenshot of this, my friend? I mean,
can we take a screenshot of this?
This is powerful stuff right here. I mean, can you get better smiles than these guys right here? Look at Maddie Moo. Maddie Moo's like,
get that.
You know what?
There we go. That's it.
Michael, just so you know, I've talked to, not a lot, but I've met some pretty, what I consider famous people and stuff. Yeah. And I get, I'm excited. They're people, right? But Maddie Moo is she's like a rock star.
She's the icon.
She's like an icon, right?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, give me a hey. Yeah.
I mean, just her presence alone is driving us to do this, which is smile and share the joy and all those kinds of things. So I just love the messaging that you guys gave here for, again, one of the things we want to emphasize here. I don't know why I haven't had this up all day here. Sorry about that, Jacqueline. I do want to give.
All right. I don't know.
But you talked about
subconscious, man.
It's just, I just get caught up in the moment and so on. One of the things I do want to emphasize is something that you said, though, and this is the concept of the Philanthropy Channel. And I'm just throwing it out there because what you said, we don't see this stuff on CNN, and you can find good stories around the internet. You can find good stories on television channels and news stories, and so you can find them. Yep, but you have to go looking for them. And this is the concept of the Philanthropy Channel. If we can aggregate this feeling right here through content, Why wouldn't you just tune into something called the Philanthropy Channel and watch people doing good in the world?
That easy. Exactly.
That's my goal. That's why we have a television show. We have a license here in Canada, by the way, just so everyone knows, and we will get this done. We will.
Hey, remember, that's how we found each other, right, Peter? Right?
That's true. This is how we just talked about
how we found each other is because that's, you've been sitting on that for a long time. And the more we can put that out there and keep moving this, I mean, you have the Philanthropy Channel. This is it right here, right?
I was just going to say,
and you do it through everything that you need, whether you have a license or you don't have a license, at the end of the day, probably if you actually look at the views that content creators get on LinkedIn, will outdo most small digital channels anyways. So you know what? It's the content that keeps making the difference and keeps putting it out there to the world. And that's what we're always talking about, right? You're planting the seeds every day.
I appreciate that. Listen, that means the world to me. So having you guys here on the show, and it's going to be regular shows, just so you know. I mean, this is not the first and last of this, just so you know.
Is your channel open to have other shows join it? Because
it's funny you say that, my friend, because it's a network. It's a network. It's a network. It's not it's a network. But to your point, absolutely, Rob. We'll talk about that. I love it. And Michael, do you have any idea what I've been thinking about for you, my friend?
Oh yeah, a whole show. You can make it his first show.
That's an easy show. I just put it out there to the universe now. So there's going to be somebody who actually has big dollars who's going to come get you now. So
we love the universe.
Love the universe.
Yeah. So we're going to do that for sure. Yes. Now, listen, I'm going to take you guys in another direction. Now you got to stay with me.
We got to do something.
There's
my monkey. There's my monkey. Do you want to come?
There he is. Oh, that was like
he might come and say hi. We'll see.
Okay, listen, I got three great friends here and great energies here and stuff. But you know what? I always want to have fun. I want to have fun with you guys. We always are. We're always talking about some pretty cool things in the world, and I just think we're just going to have some fun together. So now, Jacqueline, I've only done this once, maybe twice, somewhere down the line. I don't know if you've ever seen some of my other shows. I had something called This or That.
Come and say hi first.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Okay, Maddie, meet Tyler.
Moo, look.
There you go.
Hey, hi.
You have a big smile for everybody. All right, so I'm going to tell you a quick story about this guy.
Please.
So, 365 Give, I actually started it. Wait for 1 sec so I can tell the story. 365 Give started on my first son's 4th birthday. Okay, so this is my second son, and Tyler came home. Tyler's adopted, as all my boys are. Tyler came home on day 365. Of 365 days of giving. He is, when I say you get when you give, this is the beauty that I got from giving.
That is incredible.
Yeah, exactly. So he's my 365 give baby. We always say that. Okay. So I'm glad. Thank you for popping in. That's about probably all he can do. Unlike Maddie, he doesn't like the camera so much.
Right.
Oh, that's fantastic. I did not know that story.
That's the fun story. I'm so glad you got to meet him because that rarely happens. So that was our gift.
Amazing.
Well, we appreciate you sharing that story with us. This is these are the idiosyncrasies, by the way, that the universe reminds you of why you're supposed to be doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So, and just on a quick one-liner on that, the day that I applied, so it took me about a year to get that cable television license for Philanthropy Channel. National Philanthropy Day in the world is November 15th. And if you look up my license, it was given to me on November 15th.
Get out of here.
Bingo!
Couldn't make it
That's
up.
crazy.
Couldn't make it up. So I just wanted to share that.
Amazing. Love
So
that.
dates are so important. Okay, so we're going to have some fun because that's what we do around here. We're going to have fun with Michael. We're still going to get together and do a whiskey thing. Jacqueline, we're going to drink some wine. I know that. Rob, we're going to.
I'm vodka. Go vodka. Yeah.
I can do whatever.
I want to take you guys down, and I thought, Jacqueline, if anyone could play this game, it was going to be with Jacqueline. It's called Way No Way. Way no way. Okay, we're just gonna have some fun. And the reason why I do this, just to give you some insight here, everybody. The reason why I do this is because we can get we hang out a lot, maybe online, and we see each other's content, but we don't get a chance to really know each other. Like, if I was to say, hey, let's go to a restaurant, I don't know if you like Chinese food or Italian food, or so it's a great way for us to have some fun. So what I'm gonna do is this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say a statement. Some of them are going to be tricky, so be careful because you got to remember your fans are watching, right? I'm going to throw up a statement, and if you agree, you go like, yeah, way. You just show. I think you have ways and no way signs.
I got yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so ways and no ways. So if you agree with what I said, I just want you to put it's way. And of course, if it's no, you're just like, no way, no way. Okay, so we're just gonna have some fun. It just take a couple seconds, and listen, it's all. Listen, we can't have a name like Jacqueline Way and not play this game.
I mean, this is right.
Okay, you guys all know.
Here.
Okay, I'll tell you another little funny thing about the way. So our 365 Give logo is a circle. It's actually the sign, an interpretation of the Tao, the symbol of the Tao, which means the way of life. There you go. Your other little part of the way today.
This is like a universe sympathy right now.
This is universal stuff.
Make it up.
Can't make that stuff up.
I did not know that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be fun. So everyone get your recorders out, everybody. Get your recording. All right. Way, no way. Dogs are better pets than cats.
Oh, well, I'm tossed up with that one. I'm doing both.
Boy, I see three ways, though.
I have both.
All right. I'm just saying. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Not really.
Well, it's up for debate on the internet. Just
I was going to say, doesn't he wear a hat, a Santa hat in it somewhere? Yeah, that's a long time ago, man.
20 years ago, I might have different.
Yeah, I'm too old to remember movies like that.
And of course, the only time you see it is when it's Christmas time. That's the only time.
Christmas time. Oh, okay.
Right?
There you go.
Sorry, Bruce.
We're gonna find out a little bit about you right now. Lies are okay if they spare someone's feelings.
Potentially.
I don't know.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one, but I think that
I gotta put it to be safe. I gotta protect someone's feelings if I can.
Exactly. Just because you don't like their outfit, it's to each their own.
Yeah.
You can a little white lie about a bad sweater.
Can we blend them together like salt and pepper?
Yeah. I was trying to.
All right. Like I said, that's a tricky one. How about this one? 60s music is better than 80s music. Oh, 80s. We got 80s in the house. That's fantastic. Okay, my hair will fit right in.
That was my dance era. It was good.
Yeah, no, I love that. Pineapple is a pizza topping.
Okay, actually, I changed. I did change. Because I forgot I changed. This is new. I forgot I did this. It was like a year ago.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Pineapple on anything. Yeah. Grill it up. Put it in your salad.
I don't know what happened to me.
On your fish. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Where's Chef Jill? She can give us like 20 recipes.
Right?
She can tell us all about that. Absolutely. How about this one? Parents should pay their kids for doing chores.
Wow.
You know what? I'm half and half. I think they should do some chores, but I think there's value in teaching your kids to work for money.
I think it's
a bit of both. Yeah.
Right.
That's half and half. They got to do some chores without money, but there is value in teaching them how to earn $1. So it goes both ways.
Goes both ways, and I've done them both.
It's a half. Yeah, it's a half and half. And neither work. I was gonna say neither work and both fail. Yeah.
Success was the same with both. So I don't know.
Totally
the success and failure is
totally get it. How about this one? Clowns are scary.
Okay.
Don't say this to my cousin. She's like, you would think Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers and Jason were all in her bedroom at the same time. He's a clown.
I don't watch any scary movies, so I have no scary movie,
Okay, no association, no scary movies.
No, I do not watch even one scary movie at all, ever.
I don't blame you one single bit. How about this? The Rolling Stones are too old to tour.
Shut your mouth.
Never.
No way.
Never.
Come on, man.
I'm never too old to do anything.
Never too old to rock and roll.
Never
Hell no.
No.
That's why he's young.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
How about this one? There is life on other planets somewhere in the universe.
Yeah, if we think we're at the end all be all of everything, come on.
But it'll be just like us to think that, though.
Yeah, it would be.
It's
so
just
stuck in our own heads. Yeah.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, I've seen this go both ways, so this will be interesting. Men gossip more than women.
It's not true. We have
Rob's clear on that.
we have other flaws. That's that's not
other weaknesses.
You know, I'm leaving that one to the. I'm not a man, so honestly, I really don't know. You know,
that's honest.
Is that true, Moo?
I don't gossip at all. So gossip.
I didn't see a sign from you, Jacqueline. Just so you know.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a man. I can't comment to that. The reality is I don't know. I know how much women gossip, but I don't know how much men do or don't gossip because it's always between sexes, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, men gossip with men and women gossip. You know, it plays both ways. I've heard it both ways. So in the general perspective, don't know. I've heard it. I've kind of been subject to that. And this is my answer. When people start gossiping with me about other people, I'm done.
You're done. Anyway.
Like I don't participate. I don't participate in gossip. So it's that simple. So if people start gossiping, they're not in my life anyways.
Yeah.
You know what? And you just made you actually clarify some things for me. I think the only reason why I said that women would gossip more than men is because they have more language used.
I was going to say, we just talk way more. We just talk way more.
That's it. So there's more chance.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. All right. This one is anyway, just give some thought to this one for a second. Hope is more important than freedom. Hope is more important than freedom.
You know, I know this is true.
I'm gonna say, I know. See, because I think when you have freedom in your mind, you're beyond hope at that point. Then I think freedom comes before hope. I think I'd have to think about that one more though. Yeah, I think
question
freedom
in the 40s in Germany. When Jews were going into the, again,
of course.
I think both are equally important, but given the two, boy, freedom of choice.
Yeah,
I think that's what the good Lord wants for us. But
you know what? There's that really great book. Somebody posted this actually on LinkedIn the other day, and it's the story of the gentleman who
Viktor Frankl.
Yes, was that you that posted that one? Somebody did a post on that one, and it was the fact that he understood that he had the ability to control freedom in his own mind.
Yes.
Right. And that's how he survived, because he chose the freedom of his own mind, that he would not let anyone control his own. So he chose that freedom. I guess that's where I was coming from with that one. But you're right. Freedom.
That's funny because I was thinking the same story. So you were thinking he was thinking freedom, and I was thinking he was thinking hope.
Again, hope.
See? It's really the same thing. And then he gets out of the death camp and he creates this therapy called Logos therapy, which actually begins to free lots of people with the same thinking. But I think hope and freedom are married.
Yeah.
It is, because you know what? Lots of people in our world are free. For example, all of us are free. There's lots of people in our world that are free and they don't have hope.
Amen. No, you're exactly right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The whole of North America is basically free. Yeah. Okay. Let's use North America as that, everybody in the United States, everybody in Canada, we're all free, and we're free to make choices with a lot of freedoms, but there's not a lot of hope a lot of times. Yep. So that's the way that I guess I was looking at it as well, is that even when you have freedom, you don't always have hope.
Right.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. It reminds me of a phrase I've heard, and I think if any of you might have heard me say it before, but about hope. I just thought it was so impactful, is that, a person can live, 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 minutes without air, but not 3 seconds without hope. So I thought it was a very powerful statement when I thought, if you lose hope, you've lost everything. But to your point, I mean, without freedom, I don't know where the hope is. It's a great debate. That's why I love that. Hey, just great question for you guys. I love the fact that you guys would put so much thought into it. That's the whole point of having this here.
You want to hear something really cool about hope? There was a study done in 1940 something, and it was with they took these rats and they put them in water and wanted to see how long they could tread water. And I think it was like 15 minutes, and then they couldn't tread anymore, and they took them out of the water. Right, it was about 15 minutes. They realized the rats, that's about the end where they couldn't do anymore. They took them out of the water, but then they dried them off, and they put the rats back in the water. And guess how long the rats swam this time?
Right.
60 hours.
Wow.
60 hours. And it took them years to figure out what it was. We now in the 21st century could tell you. But the rats had hope. They were saved. They knew that, oh, we did this before. We can do this. And so before they
Something
had
went
hope,
off in their mind that,
bam,
yeah.
that's how powerful hope is. So if you want to swim, get some hope.
Yeah, love it. And that's a true story. You know, again, if you have hope,
Really?
you can carry things forward. That's for sure. Listen, you guys, I got to tell you a little secret here. I've only done this one other time with, I do this with Michael, that's for sure. But Jacqueline, I want to give you my do one give. Because it's exciting. It's on video, right? I want to do it now. So then I don't have to go out.
Fantastic.
Is that okay with you?
Love that. I love that.
Okay with you? Because I was thinking to myself, what could I do? And I don't know how to do too many things.
You were doing it right now, my friend.
I don't know how to do too many things, but I do know how to do that right there. I do know how to do that.
Yeah.
I think it just makes sense for us to I'll play a little bit of something that makes it so much sense with the four of us here.
Yeah.
Love it.
And the messaging for you. And then we can get on with celebrating do one give. That's what
time to go out and do it.
Do one give. So here's what I'm going to do. It's going to take me like 10 seconds here to turn this over. So give me a second here to turn this over for you. So stay with me here. I'll even put on a little music interlude for you. So you won't hear the noise. Boom. Boom. And there we are. So,
whoa, where'd that sound come from?
Man, I need that, dude.
Like, yeah.
I need that sound.
Right?
do one give. This is your do one give, Jacqueline Way. Do one give, everybody. And we're going up to 365give.ca. That's what we're doing today. Just makes sense with these beautiful faces on here. Makes a lot of sense. Here we go. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can do. Learn how to play the game. It's easy. All you need is love.
All you need is love.
All you need is love. Love is all you need. Nothing you can make that can't be made. Nothing you can say that can't be saved. Nothing you can say to learn how to play the game. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All right, you guys sing it with me. Here we go.
Ready?
All you need is love. Yeah. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love.
Love
is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all
Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Loves you, yeah, yeah. That's a 2-1 give right there.
That was awesome. I love it. Love it. Okay, I see a duet with you and Rob House. Like, you guys got to come together and make something.
I know, Peter.
It's like rock and roll meets like pop rap. It would be epic.
Hip rock. Let's get it, baby.
It's all good. It's all good. I just wanted to make sure I got my do one give
Oh
in.
my God, I love that. You know, it was interesting. The last video we made, and that's exactly what was Rob's suggestion for a do one give is, share music that makes people happy. And you just did that. That was awesome.
I appreciate that. And listen, for
Thank
you guys, anything. For you guys, anything. I just want to say, listen, there's so many comments. First of all, people who are just blowing up the internet here for you. Like, I just want to throw some out here for.
We love you too.
I want to throw some up here for everybody that's watching. Hope exists in all of us, free or not. So that's a perspective of some of the things we're talking about there. No hope without freedom. Love that. I'm going to throw a whole bunch up. Say, DJ, I appreciate that. That's great. This is Duncan Bureau. Duncan Bureau is tuning in from Abu Dhabi.
Wow, amazing.
Right.
Oh, Peter. Oh, Duncan, that was so great to hear. I am so glad to hear that. We're glad we've cheered you up.
That's a super nice comment. Appreciate that, Duncan. Thank you. That's great. Do good, give forward, and be the change that's needed.
Amen.
That's the kind of that we're talking about here. Love this. Look at this. And Rhonda, I'm sure you will blow them away with your energy and positivity.
Absolutely.
Because she is doing I Gotta Teach a class. So she's pretty pumped up. Hey, here's a nice message here for Michael. Fantastic about you, dude. You can definitely feel your heart and know that you are connected to the source of giving, which is the man upstairs power when you speak.
Amen.
People talk to you about that. That's legacy stuff, Michael. Just
man.
Absolutely.
That's legacy stuff right there. I mean, everybody here, there's so many wonderful comments in here, and I hope everyone here on the panel or in the show here will go into the comments and recognize there's a lot of great things that were being said about everybody here. So I super appreciate that. And if I didn't get to you guys, I'm sorry about that. Hey, and something about playing music. What is it, Peter Clark? I think a live performance of Happy. Oh, that's right, Happy.
Oh, Maddie's birthday. And you just did that. You just said Maddie's birthday was coming up.
What am I thinking?
Rockstar Friday.
You guys ready? It's for Maddie.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maddie.
Number 22. Many more to come.
Happy birthday to you. Love you, Maddie. Love you, Maddie. We love you, Maddie.
Say yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Oh, that was a great reminder. Great reminder, Peter Bole. I appreciate that. And happy birthday to Maddie and Michael. It's so good to see you guys. It's just so awesome to see you guys. There she is, loving it. I love it.
Having her giggles. Love that, Maddie. Thank you.
Jacqueline, was this a good do one give for you?
Oh my God, this was the best. Like, this just doesn't get any better. You just change the energy of the world, my friend. Literally. Literally. Yeah, Rob and Michael, wow, thank you for your time. I know how precious that is. You know, we're all busy, and for you to show up and do this, like, OMG is beyond. I love you both. You know how much I love you.
This is what we do. This is what we do. This is how it goes.
This is how it goes.
Our family. I know we don't got time for another song, but that'll be the third song.
Well, I got another LinkedIn Live coming up shortly.
Yeah.
Right, you're in demand.
I gotta get ready to set my show up.
Yeah, I'm going on Rob's show next, so go over there, everybody. That's where we're headed.
This is super to see you guys. And
we're talking about doing Give Day all day.
Right. Rob and Michael, always good to see you, brother. I hope you guys can just for 2 seconds stick around when I'm done. I'm just going to throw up a video real quick, but I'd love to come back and just say hi to you for 2 seconds. And then Jacqueline, listen, it's unbelievable pleasure. As soon as I can jump on a plane, get over those Rockies and just come over.
All of us, right? You guys, it's like, we just got to have the party after this. Let me tell you, it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I just got to come and do a smell project in Canada. We know that it's time for him to cross over the border.
We're gonna get weird.
So some love.
Thanks, everybody. Listen, do one give. Hashtag do one give. Go out to 365.ca. 365give. I'm sorry, 365give.ca, and make sure that you connect today over the next 24, 36, 48 hours. How about this? How about every day? How about we make
give
it
every day? How about we just give every day? That's always the goal. This is just to get you going.
So if today is really just a reminder for you to get out and make that one thing that you can do for someone. In Michael's case, it's a smile. And Jacqueline, again, it's encouraging people to go out and use social media. media, Rob. It's always about using your voice and amplifying for the world. Whatever you do, everybody, just do it the best you can, and just amplify people and help people rise up to their potential. That's all I'm here to do. I don't know what else I can do. That's all.
You got it. You got it.
Good to see you guys, and I'm going to outro with a great little story here from my travels to Rwanda. So it's all my
amazing.
And a quick little story here. This little boy followed me around all day and taught me Kinyarwanda in the local language. He kept on asking me. He kept on saying "Bic, Bic, Bic." I didn't know what it meant. He was looking for a pen. And the translator told me that's what he's asking for, because over there, if you get a pencil and go to school, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But if you get a pen because it's permanent, that's a really big deal. And so he was asking big. So 10 minutes later, he comes back and gives me a gift in exchange, and I didn't ask him. So everybody else out there, listen, thank you for joining us. Thanks everybody for watching online.
Thank you, everybody.
Be kind out there, everyone. Be kind out there. We'll see you.
So I found a new friend, and we traded a pen for this soccer ball. And I thought it was really nice because I just gave him the pen because he'd been helping me throughout the day to learn Kinyarwanda. And he's a very smart boy, knows English very well, very good English. Yes. So I gave him a pen, which they love pens, and 10-15 minutes later he came back and gave me a ball for the trade. So I just thought that was really, really cool because I didn't ask for it. So 𝘗𝗶𝗃𝗵. Yeah, Pita. Yeah, so he gave me that, so I'm really, really happy about that, and I'll be bringing this back to Canada. And yeah, I thought it was awesome. He's a really, really, really clever kid. He's going to be an English teacher. Professor. Yeah. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.